Okay, welcome to Lab 6-1, in which we will be evaluating master data. And the two techniques we will be utilizing is data filtering and fuzzy matching. So to begin the analysis, we will be going to the address, and what we want to see is if there are any PO boxes. PO boxes aren't always fraud, but in some scenarios they can be, because a lot of times suppliers aren't allowed to use PO boxes. So I'm gonna make this a filter, custom filter. I don't know why my X isn't working. That's weird. My X is not working on my keypad. One second. Okay, so I just copied and pasted box in there. Alright, now let's see. So we have three different PO boxes that the suppliers are using. Okay, now let's go create our fuzzy match. Our first bind is going to be the supplier's physical street address and the user physical street address. Our second one is going to be supplier physical street zip. There we go. And the users. Alright, now let's test it out. Now, let's make this a little bit more like a table so it'll be easier for us to work in it. Now that it is a table, we're gonna go to our similarity scores and filter out the non-zeros. Okay, and we got three of them. So this is pretty similar to one of the analysis we ran. I think it was in chapter 3. We found three, I don't want to say cases of fraud, but possible fraudulent stuff. And with fuzzy match, like we did previously, it's really useful for if you're trying to find fraud and you have a large data set, it can really narrow it down. And yep, this is the Excel portion, which is the first half, and I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead to part 2. Okay, what's up? This is Lab 6-1, and we are going to be doing fuzzy match, now an idea. As you can tell, I already skipped ahead to the point I loaded in all the data. So now let's get down to the analysis. And this is the supplier listing that I had pulled up. So we're gonna try to find the box, just like we tried to find last time. It's doing that crap again. So what we're gonna do is just copy an X from here. There we go. And we want to find the supplier physical street address 1. There we go. And you probably can't tell, but let me try to move this. up a little bit. Yep, it's down here. What we just did. Instead of append, it says add. But anyway, the field name is going to be type. It's gonna be a virtual character length 20, and parameter is going to be supplier. And yep, it's right over here. Now we're going to do the same thing but on user. Okay, so I made the same error as I did before where I had supplier and employee both on the supplier listing, which was also done in the instruction video. And I don't know why it keeps saying and user listing should be supplier. Man. Okay, I fixed the error. I made the same error that was in the instruction video where I think the supplier listing had both supplier and employee on there. But now let's append the fields. Okay, to bring in the data, we went to add or append again. The field name was combo address. Let me just fix my spelling. Sorry about that. Virtual character 100 was the length of our virtual character, and the parameters were supplier physical street address 1 and plus user physical street address 1. Now let's test it out. Okay, cool. Now it's time to do the fuzzy match. Okay, now that we did the fuzzy match, you can see that we now have it's now narrowed down. Okay, now that we have done the fuzzy match, you can now notice that our data has been narrowed down, and that's how you do fuzzy match and idea. Personally, I like Excel way more. I feel like it was way less tedious and just easier to do. But in case you're an idea and you need to do it, it is possible to do it, and we just showed you how. All right, thank you, and that concludes Lab 6-1.